Dear friends, today we will learn about the causes of Renaissance. The Renaissance was rendered possible by a combination of number of factors. First is the decline of feudalism. In the first place, the decline of feudalism, which was the basis of life during the medieval period, was greatly contributed to the rise of Renaissance. The feudalism, which began to decline by the close of 13th century in France and Italy, virtually disappeared from Western European countries by 1500 AD. The one major factor which played a dominant role in the decline of feudalism was the rise of the middle class, comprising of traders and businessmen. These middle classes provided the kings necessary money for the maintenance of armies and thereby enabled them to reduce their dependence on the feudal lords. Further, due to the development of trade and commerce during this period, there was a great increase in prices which greatly benefited the craftsmen, merchants and cultivators. So this was a serious setback to the feudalism and the manorial life. So all this paved the way for the Renaissance. Second important point is the impact of Crusaders. The Crusaders are the wars between the Christians and the Muslims which were fought between 11th to 14th century AD and which ultimately resulted in the victory of the Muslims, also provided an impetus to the Renaissance. As a result of which, the Crusaders, the Western scholars came in contact with the East, which was more civilized and polished than the Christians. A number of Western scholars went to the universities of Cairo, Kufa, and Kaduna, etc., and learnt many new ideas, which they subsequently spread in Europe. The third important point is the decline of the influence of church. So the church, which dominated the medieval society, suffered a setback in the 13th and 14th centuries. The temporal power of the church was challenged by a number of strong monarchs. In 1296, King Philip IV of France got the Pope arrested and made him a prisoner. This gave a serious blow to the power and prestige of the Pope. Even the common man lost faith in the church due to the rise of numerous rituals. They preferred to pay greater attention to the present life rather than the life after death. No wonder they did not find the medieval ideals of otherworldliness and asceticism satisfactory. The fourth important point is the invention of printing press and paper. The discovery of the printing press in 1454 by Gutenberg of Mainz also greatly assisted in the revival of the learning. Soon thereafter, a number of printers appeared in Italy. The printing press was introduced in England by Caxton in 1477 AD. The invention of the printing press and availability of paper in abundance at a reasonable price greatly contributed to the popularity of the books and gave fillip to the Renaissance. Next important point is the fall of Constantinople. The fall of Constantinople in the hands of Turks in 1453 AD also provided an indirect impetus to the Renaissance. A large number of Greek and Roman scholars who were working in the libraries at Constantinople fled to different parts of Europe with valuable literature. They began teaching Greek and Latin in various European countries. So, as passionate admirers of classical writers, they searched for lost manuscripts of Greek and Latin literature and discovered many works which has been hitherto ignored and neglected. Next important thing is that the role of progressive rulers and nobles. Finally, a host of progressive rulers, popes and nobles also played a significant role in the ushering of the Renaissance. Rulers like Francis I of France, Henry VIII of England, Charles V of Spain, Christian II of Denmark, etc. extended patronage to the scholars and men of learning and greatly contributed to the revival of Greek Roman classics. So thank you all.